no longer news that Bola Ahmed Tinubu presently, right now, is being interrogated or investigated by the Efcc, Economic Financial Crimes Commission. And one would have wondered why Bola Ahmed Tinubu and many others have not been investigated under Buhari's regime and previous regime. There are a lot of people that needs to be investigated. In fact, 99.9% of politicians that you know, they all need to be investigated. Even the EFCC needs to be investigated. They are all birds of the same feather. Now, according to reports, like I said, that are here and there, the Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, has started sealing some of the properties belonging to former governor of Lagos State, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission extended its probe into All Progressive Congress leader Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That title is not even a title that anybody can actually relate to. It's just something he gave to himself, as he wants to be called the Congress leader. There's nothing like that. You have a chairman, and the president of that the president that comes from that party is actually the leader. His own title is just a glorified one. Now, do not forget that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, somehow, he has not said it publicly, but we've seen signs here and there of his interest to become president. I think that was the discussion between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the northern cabals that came together to install Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, the president of Nigeria. And with the game change and with the intrigues at the moment, we all know that they do not want anybody that will not be sympathetic, someone who they cannot walk upon. They don't want someone who has his own will, his own strong will. They don't want that. They want somebody that can be manipulated. They want a weak person, someone that will do the biddings of the North so as to keep the North alive, or someone who is ready to keep the structure as it is, the system, the practice as it is, to keep the people oppressed and to keep on, putting more money and power into their own pockets. That's what they need. And they have to be very careful about this. They do not trust Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They already know that the vice president has been pushed to the corner, and they know that there are disgruntled people here and there. Now, do not forget that all of those politicians are not working. Doesn't matter if they're from the southeast, southwest, wherever it is, they're not working for the interests of the people. They are only there for their own personal purpose and nothing more. Now, a letter was released by EFCC, Code of Conduct Bureau, requesting copies of Tinubu's asset declaration form. A duplicate of the letter, which was distributed by an online news medium called the People's Gazette, uncovered that investigation concerning Tinubu started a year ago after the removal of the former chairman Ibrahim Magu. There are talks out there that Ibrahim Magu refused to interrogate or to investigate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The letter checked CR 3000 EFCC LS Volume 4322 dated November 6, 2020 was endorsed by the then legal zonal head Abdurrashid Bawa, who is currently the chairman of EFCC. And now Abdurrashid has decided to take this upon himself. He has been called upon. I think that is part of the, part of the reasons why he was brought in, or he actually took a personal interest. I don't think he will want to go into it without the president and the cabal saying, all right, go ahead and probe this person. They do not obey the rule of law. It's about vested interests, about, games, intrigue here and there. That's what they do. So from all indications, they want to kind of cripple Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That to them will be the final blow, to cripple Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the moment, so as not to be able, if they can find a way to take him to the court and put him in prison, maybe he might not be able to contest for the next election. But if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not put there, maybe he might push to become president, and they will say, no, you have some criminal charges against you. We cannot in any way. Do not forget that the executive controls the INEC, so executive controls INEC, and INEC will not register Bola Ahmed Tinubu or any of them that surrounds him that they are going to point crime towards. All of them, do not forget, are criminals anyway. So another development was reported that the anti-graft offices have made a stride further to seal some landed properties connected to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. And I'll tell you this, if they have to go about selling properties, they will have to seal almost Lagos State, almost all the properties in Lagos State, as it is revealed and said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu owns almost all the properties in Lagos, half of Lagos, almost all Lagos, according to claims out there. They say all of them, all of these properties, lands, belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And well, the comments that trail this tells you what people are thinking of. There are people who are tired of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There are people who are looking at it. Probably they are benefiting from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or there are people who are misinformed or less informed. There are people who just want things to remain the way it is. There are people also who want to be oppressed. Someone said, no need to fight over Tinubu's predicament. Let's glue our ears to Nigerian Fulani news. There you will hear the truth. Someone said, this is all lies. Someone said, arise to Saint Yo. I hear about, but like Igbos, why did you not relocate to Ifete Denu or Afia? It is said, nationalize yourself in Igbo land. You are free. Must you stay here? Yoruba does not need your advice. You are free to team up with your Igbo people whom you admire. Leave Yoruba and leave Tinubu alone. And someone said, let me advise you, nothing like Yoruba land. Nigeria belongs to all. So some of you are telling people to leave Lagos or Yoruba land, or Tinubu is making, well, I think this has to do with people thinking everywhere belongs to everybody. Yes, you are free to reside anywhere, but do not forget that the way it is, you have to understand the complexity. You have to understand the uniqueness of what Nigeria is. Yes, everybody has the right, but you cannot go to, let's say you're a Yoruba man, you go to Anambra State and all of a sudden you think you can become governor. It's not possible. You cannot go to Imo State and all of a sudden you begin to make a lot of noises here and there. Things are not still the way people think. So Nigeria, as you can say, as a lot of people want to say, it belongs to everybody, but it doesn't belong to everybody per se. There are parts and regions that, in fact, you just have your space. Yes, you have your space everywhere, but be careful. Those space might not be real. You cannot just do and undo. Someone said the same way Awolowo ended his life by committing suicide. This thing called the country must end. Foolish Yoruba fools. You see, as you can see, we are talking about the same thing that can happen to a southeastern politician or anybody in the southeastern Nigeria. Yet you see people coming to platforms and saying things as if it's tribe. It's got nothing to do with tribe here. So for people that are attacking each other, it's not tribe. It's about criminals attacking each other. That's what it is. Using political tools to attack each other. They are all criminals. There's none of them free of corruption. Even Malami, that is spearheading this, according to reports out there, is not free of corrupt practices. It's just that his own sins are not visited now. Who knows? Probably another government might come out 2023 if Nigeria has not ended, and that government will begin to torture Malami and the rest of them.